going on, YouTube? Make a quick video here. Actually, my first YouTube video for my 2018 Polaris Sportsman 570 SP EFI. I'm making this video only because when I was trying to locate this particular model, we're in the greater Rochester area. I couldn't find one video online that was informative whatsoever. Short clips from dealerships, mostly no audio. But anyway, I've had it for a few months now, about 3 months. Good machine. We like it. It's got the obviously it's a touring. It's 2 up, and if the lighting sucks in this video, I'm not going to use it. It's nighttime, Saturday night. Figured good time to shoot a video. I've been wanting to do it for a while to help other folks out. So anyways, yeah, it's a good machine. It's got the aftermarket wheels and tires, and the I don't know if you can see in there, it's got the aftermarket adjustable suspension. I went ahead and put the 3500 winch on it, and we like it. We like it a lot. My buddy has a Razor, and I have no problem staying right with him. So yeah, here it is. It's a good machine. I went and picked up the Glacier 60-inch steel plow with the mount and the tube and all that stuff. I got them to, actually my local dealer, to price match Amazon $6.99 out the door, which I thought was pretty good. And the only problem I've had with this machine, and it's a very small problem, is, again, we're in the greater Rochester area, but we live out in the country in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if you can see that, but we got about 14 inches of some good heavy wet snow. And I was trying out the plow and went down a little bit too far, and it blew the 30 amp fuse for the EPS system, which was, you know, I lost power steering, and no big deal, because the fuse box, which is located in here in this compartment, which I think, I don't know, I think it's like a 6-gallon compartment, and the dealer or the factory or whoever puts a spare in there. You can see it's a dealer said this compartment is not waterproof, but you know, I haven't had any leaks in here. Right here is an access panel where you can get into, you know, the fuses and the relays, your coolant, tow rope for my buddy with his cheap Chinese 4-wheeler that I can pull out of the mud if need be, and locks back up. You get another compartment back here too. I don't know if you can see with the light. Put a treble light on so you can see a little bit better. You probably can't see in there, but just a spare rope in there. That's probably, I don't know what the size is, probably 2 gallon. Put the 1.25 inch on there. I picked that up at Tractor Supply. A lot cheaper than Polaris. Works just fine. I pull around a 5x8 on the property here. I put some pressure treated 2x6s in there. I pull it around with the kids, and no issues whatsoever. I think this thing's rated to pull about 1,500, and no issues whatsoever. Underneath the seat is, you can access a couple different things. It's where you add your oil. It does have a paper filter, air filter. Not super happy about that, but haven't had any moisture or anything in there. I pull it out every couple weeks, clean it off. Again, you know, I'm not one of those guys that wants to swamp my machine, so I have not done that. I haven't submerged it, but it's gone through enough water, snow, sleet, rain. My buddy has about 100 acres and some good muddy mud pits and no issues. No glazing on the belt. You know, I broke it in. I waited to about 18 hours, changed everything out, the oil, and no shreds or anything that I saw in the oil when I went through it. So it's got, I don't know, about 30 hours on it right now. Still well within warranty. That's another reason I picked up the Polaris plow system, just in case. Again, this has got the upgraded suspension on it, but if I start running into front end problems whatsoever, you know, I can always go back and say, hey man, listen, it was a OEM Polaris factory part, so take care of me. Let's see what else we can do. Let's start her up. That's cold. Started a little hard, but that's expected. I don't know if you can see that with this camera, but there's different functions you can go through. Your options. It'll give you a code. It'll kick out a code. There's your service hours. Like last night, when I blew that fuse, I had code. That was a long one. I don't even remember. I think I wrote it down actually. Regardless, big code. As soon as I changed the fuse, it automatically cleared the code, so there's no issues there. I had a little warning light there. Yeah, besides that, it's a real good machine. What I like about this machine too is high and low, as you can see, they work at the same time. There's your low beam. Don't know if you can hear me over the engine running or not. I apologize. There's probably a lot of background noise. This is my new GoPro, so I'm breaking it in. No snorkel kit. I don't have really anything extra on this. I'm not that type of a rider. We like the Tug Hill region once in a while. You know, we're in our 40s, so we're not doing anything super crazy. I can say I'm 185, my wife's 110. Can't tell when she's on the back at all. I had to take my buddy out of the woods. He's pretty similar to my size. I could barely feel him back there, but then again, he's an experienced rider, so you know, he knew to shift his weight when needed. Shut her off. But yeah, that's it. It's 6.5 gallon capacity. I just run 89 through it. I haven't had any issues whatsoever. And I every other time run the stabilizer through there. And I'll be running that all winter. And as far as the plowing, yesterday when I plowed, or the day before, whatever it was, no issues, man. I put it in all wheel low, and it pushed the snow like a hot knife through butter. I haven't been stuck in this, not once. And the on-demand all-wheel drive, I was a little hesitant. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. To go with the Polaris after riding Hondas for so many years, but you know, a lot of guys, you know, what is Honda or Polaris? You know, everybody's got their opinion. Yamaha, whatever. A lot of guys complain about the belt. No glazing on the belt. And again, I mean, the machine's only got 30 hours on it. And we don't do anything super crazy, but it's been good to us. I can't say enough. The dealer out in Rochester, one of the suburbs of Rochester, hooked us up. I waited until the incentives kicked in, and they took $1,000 off this thing for me. So I can't complain whatsoever. I got them to take $100 off the winch too. So good guys. Not sure of not a big YouTuber. I'm not sure of their policies, so I'll refrain on giving the dealership information. Here, let's grab a plate. It's a little muddy, but you can see it's got a little snow under there. But I like it. I like it a lot. I've heard complaints about the factory battery not being very good, throwing codes. Nothing so far. And it's been pretty cold up here in upstate New York, and I've had her out here for 2 or 3 days without a trickle charger, and she's fired right up. No codes, no issues with the battery whatsoever. Of course, you know, Cuomo, New York State, you gotta have everything registered, unfortunately. There it is. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment, whatever you need. The only reason I made this, like I said before, there's just no videos out there on the web. They all lacked information, and I'll try to be as informative as possible. So there it is, guys. If you have, and girls, if you have any questions or comments, feel free. I'll do what I can to answer them, and we'll make a couple other videos in the daylight. I'm gonna do one on the trails. I got the GoPro clip for my helmet, and enjoy them. We enjoy the machine, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.